What was that, y'all? I'm I'm li- I'm here in my car. I'm waiting for my child to get off of work. And I just watched 38 minutes of pure comedy, pure uh disgusting rhetoric, the dumbest crap of lies that I ever seen in my life. That was just three dumbass people having a conversation about being hoes. Um, Getting someone on a panel to talk about cheating with another person without one receipt, it's just talk. It's all I I don't even know how to describe what I just saw. I mean, it's all, what's the word I'm looking for? It's just frivolous. It's like a frivolous lawsuit. Like she didn't set a foundation. Everything, the way Coleslaw was trying to conduct this interview, it was her leading this woman down this path to answer these questions. It's kind of how old girl was doing to her when they was on the phone together when she was spilling all Martell's tea. Um, One of the biggest red flags to me is that the girl didn't even know how to pronounce the man's name. The girl didn't know how to pronounce the man's name. And Martell so stupid, he was like, Marcel. Now, is this someone he possibly could have messed around with? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. But all this, I was in love. I really like being with him. Girl, if any of this was true, you was just for recreational use. And then, I don't know, I hope this woman is protected somehow because everything she said could be considered defamation of character if you ask me. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. It's like, why would you risk this, Martell? You did nothing for yourself. You made yourself look even more egregious, even more disgusting, along with your side flunky. I Do y'all think this made yourself look like you are vindicated in some way? No, because everything she said are just words. It's just frivolous information that people is going to talk about, of course, but is there any? There was no pictures, not one selfie, not one text. No wonder why if they tried to shop it to somebody else, I know they was like, nah, you got to give us some proof because we gonna ask the real questions to make sure that the shit you telling us is there's some validity to this story. I thought she was gonna have the back picture. She didn't even have the back picture. Like, who are you, girl? I don't know about this, y'all. I don't know if we getting played. For all we know, Marceau or Marcel, he could be in on this whole thing. We'll see how Wanda reacts. Cause she believe everything on the internet. Wanda believes everything on the internet. So let's see how she reacts. Cause if she believe any of this, she should be at the door, knocking down the door now. She should be breaking down the door now at Marceau and Tisha's house. And then they try, they tried. She talked about Marceau and Maurice, presumably, God, y'all know what word I'm trying to say. That's a hard word. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Running, having sex with her at the same time, or schmex. And she said it boldly. She said it with her chest, like it was fact. Like I don't know. I don't know if this I is it possible? Yes, but who would risk it like this? Who would take this type of risk? This is why I don't believe none of this shit. I don't believe nothing. I don't believe nothing. I don't believe these stories. I don't know who's working together, who's in cahoots together. I don't know how elaborate this is. You can't put nothing past these people. Nothing. And it's like this is a whole attempt to smear Marceau and Maurice. If what we saw we take as truth, what's going to happen? What are the possible results of this exposure, of this breaking news? Is Kimmy going to leave Maurice? No. She's already accepted him hanging out at night 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. She ain't going nowhere. Is Tisha going to leave Marceau? Heck no. She been under his thumb since day one. She's been under his control since day one. She ain't going nowhere. And Coleslaw tried to slip some shit in there. Oh, excuse me. Coleslaw tried to slip some shit in there. She dumb because she was on the phone trying to convince the girl not to say nothing. So if you got stories, Coleslaw, this is your time to tell your story, to tell your side. Why you up there talking about something? And after we did what we did, Martell, what did you do? You went home. Like the fuck? What the fuck that means? All that means is that a dirty dick came home. Could have kept that dirty dick out in the street. Martell is the lowest on the scale when it comes to morale. This absolutely proves that he's a narcissist, in my opinion, allegedly. This what he did. The effect that he wanted from this is to, number one, embarrass, expose people he has made money with, to disrespect his marriage. Whether it's over or not, his purpose is to disrespect his marriage. And Coleslaw somehow in her peanut brain thinks that this story and everything that they talked about makes her makes her feel like nothing was wrong with what she was doing. And that woman said something like, I don't owe Tisha anything. It's her husband. Why you coming at the woman? It's called respect for a relationship. It's called respect for yourself. You didn't have any respect for yourself when you allow him to take you, if it's true, allegedly, to take you to an office building to have sex. Not even a hotel, not his house, not an Airbnb, to a freaking office building. You had absolutely zero respect for yourself. I remember I was kicking it with this guy, and he was selling houses or renovating houses in apartment buildings. And he was like, come with me and go look at this apartment building I'm putting together. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll go over there and see it with you. So we go over there, and it's a rundown apartment building, and it's literally dilapidated. It's ran through. It's nothing is fixed up. And he was telling me, yeah, we about to flip this and fix it all up. So while we were in one of the apartments, he was trying to have sex with me. I'm like, no, I'm not doing it in here. Are you kidding me? I'm like, no, no, I'm not doing it here. No, no. And I was young too. I was young. And I had enough self-respect for myself not to allow him to convince me into having sex with him in a dilapidated apartment building. No self-respect. Everyone in that video, from Martell to Coleslaw to this dumb girl, have no self-respect. And if I'm Melody, I'm getting that recording off the YouTube. I'm handing it over to my attorney, and the next time I go to court for custody or the revenge P, I'm showing the judge here. I'm showing the judge this. This is what I'm dealing with. This is the type of fool that I'm dealing with. He shouldn't have access to those kids. He should be locked up for what he did or what he was attempting to do. Because this is proof enough that those idiots would have put that video out if they could. It's a good thing they didn't know. Well, had they asked this girl, it would have probably been out. They asked the wrong girl. They asked the wrong girl, Carson. Y'all, I know all of YouTube heavy hitters is gonna come with their content if they haven't already put it up already. It's gonna be the talk of the town for the next 48, 72 hours. It's gonna be really interesting to see how Marcel responds, how Tisha responds, how Wanda responds, how Carlos King respond. What Mel gonna do? She gonna keep on making her TikTok, selling her stuff, and she gonna keep it moving. I don't believe she gonna give that shit the time of day. The only energy that Mel should give it is pulling it off the internet, giving it to her, or giving it to her attorney, so that can act as proof that she's dealing with a deranged, simple ass fool. Just a fool. He's a fool. And if I was Tisha, I wouldn't say a word. It's not your fight to fight. Let your husband fight this fight. Because that whole conversation was about what she was doing with your husband, Tisha. Don't say a word. I wouldn't even say a word to Marceau. The only thing I was probably say to Marceau is like, what you gonna do? Now I wouldn't even say that because his little condescending ass, like, I'm not gonna do nothing. Just sit back and see what he gonna do. See what he gonna do, Tisha. Don't say shit to your husband. Don't say shit to Wanda. Cause Wanda, she go take it all out of proportion. She go do her Wanda-ness on this whole story. It's gonna be cringe, belligerent, toxic, and all of the above. Let her do her thing. But Tisha, if I was you, I wouldn't say shit. I wouldn't say shit. I wouldn't say shit. Let your husband be a leader and handle this. Ain't that what y'all want them to be, leaders? Let him handle this. I wouldn't say shit. I would sit back and watch how everybody operate. And Tisha, you better not ever, 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 ever say Mel was trying to ruin your marriage. Because the one that has been trying to really ruin your marriage is Martell Holt, in my opinion, allegedly. It's your girl, Clicks the Views. I'm out. That's all I got to say about that mess. I'm out, y'all.